Welcome to your most educative and enlightening program, Healthy Living, aka your personal preventive measures against COVID-19 and other diseases. A program where we bring you home tips and get experts, medical experts, to educate and enlighten you on 1,000 ways to stay healthy so you can live longer. Thank you for joining us. Today, we're talking keeping your kitchen clean. The health benefits of keeping your kitchen clean. How having a dirty kitchen can affect your health. Just listen and stay tuned. We will be right back. Welcome back. If you're just tuning in, this is your most educative and enlightening program, Healthy Living, aka your personal preventive measures against COVID-19 and other diseases. We give you home tips and bring medical experts to enlighten and educate you on 1,000 ways you can stay healthy and live longer. We've been talking health benefits of keeping your kitchen clean. Now, let's take your opinion on the health benefits of keeping your kitchen clean. Kitchen is a room where food is kept, prepared and cooked, and where the dishes are washed and stored. Facts you should know about the kitchen. Just listen. Did you know that keeping your kitchen clean keeps rodents away from your home? Did you know that a clean kitchen keeps flies and insects away from perching on your food? Did you know that cockroaches stay away from a clean kitchen? Did you also know that keeping your kitchen clean helps minimize contamination of foods and thus keep you healthy? So you didn't know all this? Well, now you know. Health benefits of keeping your kitchen clean. Keeping your kitchen clean includes workboards and chopping boards. It is essential to keep food safe as bacteria can grow on kitchen boards. It is very important to keep workboards and chopping boards clean because they touch the food you want to eat. If they are not properly clean, bacteria could spread to food and make you ill. So, always wash workboards before you start preparing food. Kitchen clothes. Dirty, damp clothes are the perfect place for bacteria to breed. It is very important to wash kitchen clothes and sponges regularly and leave them to dry before using them again. Ideally, try to keep different clothes for different jobs. For example, use one cloth to wipe workboards and other to wipe dishes. This helps to stop bacteria spreading. If you want to choose the safest option, you could as well use a disposable kitchen towel to wipe workboards and chopping boards so that you can dispose them after use. Knives, spoons, and other utensils. It is important to keep knives, wooden spoons, and spatulas clean to help stop bacteria spreading to your food. It is especially important to wash them thoroughly after using them with raw food because they could spread bacteria to other food. Keep the floor of the kitchen clean. It is important that you keep the floor of your kitchen clean, as flies can spread diseases to your foods after perching on the unclean floor. Most importantly, you should cultivate the habit of thoroughly washing all kitchen utensils and materials including plates, knives, cups, pots, etc. before using them, no matter how clean they might appear. Frankly speaking, if you have a dishwasher, it is very effective to use plastic plates even and wash them in the dishwasher. And because the temperature is very high and it can kill bacteria. If you don't have a dishwasher, soak and wash all kitchen utensils and materials thoroughly with hot water and soap. No bacteria will survive the heat. And there you have it. Now you have the information on how to keep your kitchen clean. Wow, that is so amazing. Now that we have brought you all this information, the information is at your fingertips. We believe that you will make the best of it. We will meet our medical experts and take some advice from him. Today, we have an expert in the building. You're welcome, doctor.
Thank you so much.
All right, doctor. Yeah. The issue of cataract is a serious health challenge. So today, we need you to educate us more on cataract. Let's start with what is cataract?
Well, cataract is eye disease that causes loss of vision. Cataract, it's when the intraocular lens, that's the God-given lens, the one inside your eye, is opaque, and it prevents you from seeing things that you normally used to see. So when you have cataract, it prevents you from seeing, and with sometimes, depending on the level of opacity, you can be completely blind, as in prevented from seeing, or partially. But cataract, it's also reversible. When detected early and surgery done, you can regain your vision back.
Okay. All right. So should we discuss causes of cataracts?
Yeah. Cataract, it's caused by a lot of things. First, cataract is associated with age in most cases. It's usually found with patients that are older, especially 40 to 60 years and above, and it's as a result of aging. The lens there becomes weak and opaque, and you start losing your vision. And other causes can also be trauma. When you have a trauma on your eyes, maybe an accident or something hit you on your eye and is not properly treated, it can also result to cataract. There are also other cases like congenital cataract that are also comes with children at birth, when some kids are born with cataract, and such cases are also, if detected on time, surgeries can be done to restore the vision. Other conditions like diabetes can also cause cataract. When diabetes is not properly managed, as your sugar level in your blood is not properly managed, it can also lead to cataract. And this can also be managed if sugars are controlled, the blood sugar level are controlled, then surgeries can also come in to restore vision.
All right, causes of cataract. Does that mean that, but these days I see younger persons that are not that old with these issues. Is it the same thing as cataract, or something else is wrong with the eyes?
Well, there are a lot of eye conditions, okay, a lot of eye diseases that are also causing vision problems, but cataract is also contributing a lot to our society, and because of our lifestyle, a lot of, there have been a lot of changes in lifestyle recently. People indulge in a lot of intake of sugar, things that are high in carbohydrates, a lot of alcohol, and other health habits that also pose a threat to the eyes. So most times there have been a great increase in eye conditions, especially cataract, and also other conditions like refractive errors, glaucoma, and macular degenerations. All these things contribute to a lot of eye conditions that we see in our society now. Okay. But I think we're focusing on cataract today.
Okay, that's great. So at what point do you get to know that you're having cataract? The eye condition is beginning to change, and are there other factors that lead to that? Like you normally would say common signs like headache, like all this other thing. Is that true in the case of cataract?
Well, for cataract, there are no specific symptoms or signs. For you to diagnose cataract, you need to go to the eye clinic for a proper eye check. But some signs like glare, that's photophobia, and gradual loss of vision. You notice that you see images, or you see as if there's something blocking your view. All those things can also be a sign that something is actually wrong. But it's not specific to cataract.
Okay.
There are other things that can also give you such kind of signs. But it's always proper when you notice any vision disturbance. It is good and right for you to check up with an eye specialist.
Okay. All right, doctor. This cataract, can it be cured?
Yes.
Okay.
Cataract, it's one of the eye diseases that are reversible if there are no other secondary underlying causes under. Like if you have cataract and you don't have macular problems or retinal problems under, then cataracts can vision parts of the eye that is responsible for vision.
Okay.
So when it's healthy and it's looking okay and cataract it's there, then after surgery your vision most times returns to normal.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So when cataract is present, you must do an operation to correct it, or there are other measures you use to correct it?
Well, when there is cataract, the only means of correction is surgery.
Yeah.
Yes, but early stages can also be managed by probably follow-up case, clinical follow-ups with you can improve vision with lenses or glasses. But where the condition deteriorates, where you can no longer see as much as you used to, or it becomes troublesome, then we always advise for you to check up with the surgeon, eye surgeon, for them to do surgery.
Okay. All right, doctor. There are cases where you said after this operation, instead of the situation to be corrected, there are situations where the person goes blind totally. And what went wrong?
Well, I don't think that's true. For cataract cases, if there is no other health or ocular conditions and other health challenges like diabetes or other conditions that can be a problem for the surgery, I think most cases come out well. Then also depend on the surgeon. Most surgeries I have witnessed, most of them return well and there are not much issues, except other complications, as I mentioned earlier, which people maybe you have high BP and it's not controlled before you go in for surgery, or your sugar levels are high before you go in for surgery. So most times you come out and these surgeries, there'll be complications where maybe the healing is not taking place properly, and maybe you have other drug reactions or the drugs are not functioning as expected.
Okay.
So I don't think surgeries should be discouraged.
Okay.
If there are cataract cases and it's properly diagnosed and managed by proper well-trained surgeons, I think most surgeries come out well.
Okay. So if this cataract is not treated on time,
yes,
can lead to blindness?
Yes. If cataract is not treated or surgery done on time, mostly the person will be blind. And if the cataract stays there for a very long time, if there are surgeries, most times the vision, the prognosis now will not be as it's supposed to be if the surgery was done at the right time when it's supposed to be done.
Okay. All right.
Because this is the visual function, and when the brain, the cells, the retinal cells that are responsible for vision are kind of shielded for a very long time, they tend to lose their functions they used to do. That's why it's always advised for you to do surgery when it's ready.
Okay. All right. Now looking at, can you just look at somebody's eyes, maybe from the color, from the way it is, you will know that this one has cataract? Is there anyhow to just look at somebody's eyes and know?
Yeah, for very advanced stages of cataract, you will see some white tish sign at the center of the eye, where we call the pupil. So most times, for some cases, you're very visible. But for depending on the kind of cataract, though, but the ones that are posterior, you may not really see them as you will see cataracts that are central.
Okay, so that means we have types of cataracts.
Yes, there are.
Please educate us more on that.
Okay. Well, you have what we call the subcapsular cataract. Then you have the posterior cataract, capsular cataract.
Okay.
Then you have the cortical cataract.
Okay.
That the ones that starts forming from the periphery down to the center.
Okay.
Yeah, there are a lot of them.
All right. So which one is more prevalent with us here?
Well, I won't really say. Most times, when we diagnose them, they've already gone to the advanced stage. So mostly the typing depends on stages, as in the onset of the progression. Okay. So mostly when you can type all these things, it's at that early stage when they are still forming. You'll be able to note whether it's cortical or whether it's nucleus from the center, or whether it's subcapsular or it's from posterior.
All right, great. We would like to know, at what point should one become worried about the eye and go for a checkup in case it's a cataract?
Yeah, well, that is a very important question. Here in Africa, we have this poor awareness, and for the truth, the government and other health partners have not really put in enough effort to create the importance of regular eye check. In advanced countries, most times, first eye check is supposed to be preschool stage. Before a child steps into the school, there should be a first proper eye check. Then there should also be regular eye check at least once every year. That is a normal World Health Standard prescription. So when you do your regular eye check, it saves you a lot of embarrassment. Maybe coming to find out that you have a glaucoma that has been there almost from time immemorial. And most of these cases are not reversible. For cataract, well, cataract will give you signs, especially when it starts affecting your vision. But there are other conditions that early and regular eye check will help you prevent from going further. So for WHO, that's World Health Standards, eye check is supposed to be once every year, especially for people that are 25 years and above.
All right. As low as 25 years? I was thinking maybe like 60, 70 or something.
Well, that's the thing I was trying to explain earlier. We have this bias that eye problems are for elderly.
Yeah.
But eye problem, you can't really know who has it until you go check your eyes. There are other conditions, refractive conditions, that prevent children from, studying, having a good education at school. And these problems can be diagnosed early, and those kids will get proper help. But schools, children, they go to school, you see ones that are performing very well, the ones that are not performing well, they will term them as they are not bright students. But most of these students actually might be suffering from one health challenge or the other, especially eye health. So, but when you do those preschool checks, you will find out that these children are not with the right eye health to go into schooling. But when you go in, especially for cases like hyperopia and myopia, these are cases that you diagnose early in some students. And when they are diagnosed, they can benefit from use of glasses, and that will help them improve their studies and also performance.
Okay. The use of glasses, we'll talk about that in a bit. But for now, should one have cataracts and want to go in for operation, what are the checks he or she needs to put in place before going in for such operation?
Well, the major check is proper eye examination. When you come in, the doctor will examine the back of the eye. There are some processes we do, call them dilation. The eyes will be properly dilated. The lens, the intraocular lens I talked about earlier, will be assessed properly. And other health conditions will also be checked. For someone that is hypertensive and someone that is diabetic will also be, properly assessed. Or even the cholesterol levels are also assessed before you go in for surgery. So most important thing is to come in first. There will be a proper eye check, And if the cataract is due for a surgery, then the doctor or personnel here will advise you on what to do next.
All right.
But it's always good to come in.
All right. At this point of coming in, if it's not due for operation yet, you can from there do management that can correct it.
Well,
can it be corrected?
The management there will be dependent on the level of opacity. For very low opacities, lenses can help.
Okay.
Can help you at least to improve the vision while you wait for it to be fully matured. Because most times it progresses. It is not something that you can probably give some drugs that will reverse it. No. So it's when you use lenses at the moment, it will help you see better, and when it not gets worse, then you can probably go in for surgery. So
it's something you take out and then
when you go in for surgery, they will remove that lens particle, the lens substance there, the one that is inside, the one that you're born with. Then in most cases, especially now that we have a more modern surgical procedures, an artificial lens material will now be used to replace that other one, so that you will be able to see better and have a more clearer vision.
Okay, great. And this one you put in there, there is also need for maintenance.
Yes, yes. There's always been need for maintenance, at least. The surgeon will advise you how to come in once in a while for follow-up cases. And there are also some things they will advise you from doing, so that you will not dislodge that particular one, because it's not like the natural one you have. So they will always advise you to avoid any direct heat or trauma to the eye.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much, Doctor.
You're welcome.
There you have it. You've heard from Dr. Hall. Cataract is what we've been talking about. You've been educated and enlightened on this matter. We believe that you are going to take his counsel and advice so that you can continue to have a good eyesight. Stay with us.
Oh, there you have it. Now that we have educated and enlightened you, we believe that you will make this a regular practice so you can stay healthy and live longer. Remember to stay safe. Always wash your hands. Wash it regularly with soap and water. Keep your hands sanitized with alcohol-based hand sanitizer. Avoid crowded places. If you must go out to public places, please wear your mask. A lot of you do not like wearing the mask, but if it's not for your sake, wear it for the sake of your loved ones, to prevent the disease from spreading and to prevent your loved ones from contacting the disease. Keep maintaining social and physical distancing as directed by NCDC, WHO, and the federal government. Remember, you can change the narrative. Stay positive despite negative narrative. You can watch our programs on YouTube and follow us on our social media platforms as displayed on the screen. For partnership, advert placement, and sponsorship, you can contact us via the number on your screen. I am Nelly Joseph, and I will see you again soonest. Bye.